So a lot of ICOs are actually running every day. Every time you see an ICO and the rest of them. I think I was watching one of the blog show conference that Cointelegraph actually organized. I think in Asia, Singapore. And someone was saying he analyzed over, I think, 80 different ICO projects, and he could only find, I think, 2 to invest in. So you've seen that ICOs is not the common way to raise money. So you've seen there are 2 types of ICO. You have utility tokens, and then you have the security tokens. So utility tokens, these are like pay as you use kind of software or tokens that are needed to in the ecosystem to run certain stuff like voting, to access certain information, and to do certain transactions. Then talk about some some tokens that act like security and the rest of them. So there is 2 sides of it. There is the platform side of it that needs this money for ICO or whatsoever. And then there are the investor side of it. So for the platform, the guys who are launching an ICO, there's a cost, monetary cost, and the other stuff. So you don't just launch an ICO. For your ICO to gain traction and for you to gain consumer or customers trust, it's more better to launch your token through an external party. That's why you see a platform like Cryptonomos, Bitcoin Suzy, Saft, and Project ICO like this, and a platform like Kick ICO and the rest of them. So, however, the services that most of them offer, they differ. Some offer you everything. Some just offer you the platform to gain access to funds. Some offer you things like legal. Some offer you technology. Some offer you expertise and other stuff. So, what Bridge Token wants to do is, those who are seeking to raise an ICO, rather than for them to see the cost, because someone said that when you want to build, you have to sit down and ask yourself if you have to sit down and count the cost. So you have to count the cost. Like, it's also the same thing when you want to go to battle. You have to ask yourself if you have the necessary men to combat the enemy. So most times, when this standard are brought before the people, this, the legal, the this technology, this, they say no, we don't have such kind of funds, and they try to breach such stops, and then you see a lot of platforms launching an ICO and the rest of them without legal recognitions. You've seen some of them like Coin, and then many other platforms launching an ICO, and some of them running with people's money, or some of them launched an ICO and the government went after them. That is one of the issues. And then for those also launching an ICO, then you not talk about the issue of regulations. So some people launching an ICO and they tell you, if you're from the US, you cannot invest. If you're from Singapore, you cannot invest. That is for the platform side of it. What about the investors? You as an investor, your goal is to make sure you invest in the platform. First, the platform is genuine. You want to confirm if the platform is genuine. And then secondly, you want to confirm that your details are not actually exposed. So one of the ways to know about a platform that is fake is when you're buying into an ICO. An ICO should request for KYC. An ICO should have some form of verification. So if all the ICO does is you send them your Ethereum or your new or whatever, and they send you back your tokens, there is no verification, it's maybe a very bad sign. So now the website comes down, someone sets up a website, and then you give them your information. Even there are some ICOs that even you could do pay through your credit card and the rest of them, and then you give them your information. You don't know who you are giving your information to, and they can take this information and maybe use them for a bad reason. So that is what Bridge Protocol wants to do. So Bridge Protocol, they've already been working before. Like I told you, one of the a way to know a very good platform is, though most times not every platform have a past and the rest of them. So Bridge Project ICO has been working with some platforms before, seeing some of the examples and the rest of them. So now they want to launch a system that will be a go-to when launching ICOs. So you see some of the clients they've worked with, Elatos, Loki, and the list continues. So you might be asking, okay, what do you want to do? What they want to do is, rather than people every time they want to participate in 50 ICOs, for these different websites, you have to submit your your documents and the rest of them. Why not we issue things like certificates, or the bridge certificate, that the platform will not be able to access them, but it's just like kind of public key infrastructure, just like your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency. You have the public key infrastructure. You can actually send and receive money, but you don't know who is this, but you can actually verify that yes, this thing is authentic and the rest of them. That is what Bridge wants to do, bringing a framework where verifications is done at the utmost. So they have their own technology. The Bridge Identity Management System manages issuance, revocation, and verification of identities on the blockchain. Our unique bring your own key system allows the user to share only the data they select when and where they want. So you can you're bringing your own key. It's like what this platform wants to do is, you've seen projects like KYC and many other platforms. Now we have decentralized this, decentralized that. So you have decentralized exchanges and the rest of them. What Bridge Token wants to be? Bridge Token wants to be a decentralized ICO platform where it's fully compliant with regulations, because it will be using the United States KYC laws as the standard, and then they will also be using the General Rights Protection decree that the EU is implementing this year as also a standard also. So they will be issuing bridge certificates. So issued on preset classifications, users are granted permissions to participate through their public address. Their tier functionality allows access to contracts through easy integration of code for all ICOs and marketplace agreements. Then talk about the marketplace. IAM tokens allow access to storefront or legal agreements, ICO templates, verification, development opportunities, and microservice at community-driven cost. So the platform goes all on. So this is the solution they are bringing. Bridge Protocol offers standardization tools for blockchain and non-blockchain business processes. Tech classification allows for compliance through contract code. These strategies allow for lower cost KYC and legal vetting between parties without hassle. Our digital certificate keep your certificate information off the chain and secure, so the user and the business have instant point of trust. Bridge will allow existing integration to standard practices by the way of digitizing of agreements like the SAFT, employment arrangements, and more. And you can see the way they want to run and the rest of them. And there's something I've noticed about many platforms that are coming to the new ecosystem. For the new ecosystem, most of the platforms, I would say 98% of the platforms coming to the new ecosystem are vetted. So what I mean is, unlike Ethereum, where anybody can just launch ICO and the rest of them, most of the ICOs are becoming popular more recently. Most of them are top-notch ICOs. These are platforms that if you get aware of them, you're like, wow, what is this? So you've seen things like Nebulas, Q-Link, Botos, Deep Brain, and lots and more platforms. So new is something you want to really pay attention to. So you want to be asking, okay, what about the token sale? How will they go about the token sale? So the token sale is going to start 5th February, and then they'll be selling the token for 5 cents. The minimum buy is 1 euro. It's a very good one. So can US participate? Sure. So that is all I have for you in this video. So do your own due diligence on this ICO, and then do not take this as a financial advice. Do have a very good day.